Hi, I'm Bob Espandola, a member of the Fairhaven Board of Selectmen. I'd like to wish everyone the very best this 4th of July. The parade and the follow-up ceremonies at our Fort Phoenix are among my favorite events that take place in the course of the year as a selectman, and I'm deeply disappointed not to be able to participate in those, as I'm sure many of you are as well. But I think it's a good time, with everything that's going on in the country and in the world, to step back and think about the main principles of our Declaration of Independence. Number one, people have unalienable rights, including life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. All men are created equal, and individuals have the civic duty to defend these rights for themselves and others. These three most prominent ideals that make up the Declaration of Independence are on full display as our society has universally recognized a significant flaw and is working diligently to find a way to make necessary changes. We remain the greatest country in the world, bar none, and it's in no small part because we have these freedoms. I, for one, am very thankful to all who have come before us to establish these freedoms, and for every single person who has fought to defend them. Happy Independence Day, Everyone enjoy.
Happy 4th of July from the Fairhaven Veterans Office and Brad.
And Jane?
And we're here to serve you 5 days a week, 365 days a year. Come and visit us. Thank you.
Arr! I be Graybeard.
And I'm Abby.
And I'm Caleb.
Happy 4th of July from Pirates and Privateers. If you'd like to learn more about the fight for independence and the American Revolution, see us every Friday morning at 10 o'clock at Fort Phoenix. We'd love to have you there. And have a good holiday.
Happy birthday, America, from the town of Fairhaven. Woo!
Happy 4th of July, Fairhaven!
Happy
4th of July!
The Marine Resource Department would like to wish everybody a safe and happy 4th of July. Be safe out there this weekend, guys. Thanks.
Welcome to the annual 4th of July parade in Fairhaven, Massachusetts. I'm here in front of the Fairhaven High School, in front of Unitarian Church. And there goes John Medeiros and Sally Medeiros and their antique hot rod. We've got a whole club here this morning. The legendary Street Rods group. There goes a Chevy now. A number of these guys spend a lot of time restoring these cars. They're heading up today's parade, leading them down to Fort Phoenix. They just started from Fairhaven High School and then did a little cruise around the town, came up onto Cushman Park on Green Street, and are going to lead the parade, the floats from the parade up here into Green Street, past the Unitarian Church, and down to Fort Phoenix. Ooh, here comes a 55 Thunderbird, driven by Salty Phillip, class of 66 from Fairhaven High School, one of my childhood friends. Hey, that was the Lions Club antique vehicle that just went past. The Lions Club is sponsoring today's parade. And they're coming up the street now. They're going to be heading off the parade today. And for the first time, they're carrying the original giant flag that many have seen flying at Fairhaven High School. This is the original flag. The second flag, its replacement, is flying right now in front of the high school. But the Lions have decided to march for the first time with carrying this flag to lead up the parade. This flag measures 30 feet by 50 feet. And the Big Flag Committee, which was headed by John Medeiros and Vic Oliveira, purchased this flag in 1990. They raised the money by having 50 town residents each contribute a donation to buy a star, as it were. And by purchasing one of the 50 stars on the flag, it helped produce the amount of money needed to purchase this flag. All right, here they come now. You can hear the cannon being fired behind it from the Fairhaven militia. Carrying the flag is a combination of the Fairhaven High School boys lacrosse team, who are coached by Nick Pilla, as well as current students and graduates of Fairhaven High School. Now, for those of you that might be interested, the flag in front of the high school is going to be lowered at 6 o'clock this evening, and you're all welcome to come down and join in this ceremony and help take down the flag. It takes about 20 people to take down the flag. And we're very appreciative of these Fairhaven High School volunteers carrying the flag today. Oh, there goes Teacher Greg Davis with his young child in the carriage. Fairhaven Selectmen going by. This is quite an event every year. It seems like it gets bigger year after year. Now the next group coming is the Fairhaven Militia. And you can see a few people dressed in period dress. There's Wayne Oliveira right in the middle with the red vest on, leading the group. Hey, the Lions Club float going by. We've got a few characters there. Helen Keller is being played by Sam Massey. Henry Huddleston Rogers is portrayed by Ryan McCarthy. Mark Twain is portrayed by Noah Soares. Ann Sullivan is played by New Bedford Vocational Tech's Sarah Soares. Abe Lincoln is portrayed by Bob Parent, and Betsy Ross is played by Fairhaven Lion Louise Quinton. All of those characters have a connection to Fairhaven. Many of you might not be aware that Helen Keller was actually, oh, and here comes Joyce Sykes.
Would you like a lollipop?
Joyce used to roller skate around this church. Oh, thank you. She actually used to roller skate around this entire block, right, when she was a young girl. Now she's passing out candy alongside a parade. She's come a long way.
What you see here actually is one car, about 150 cars that will be there on that day. We have live entertainment, we have a lot of fun things.
The next float is the legendary Street Rods with Dave Souza. And they've got one of their hot rods on the back of a float. And of course they're promoting the next car show that's coming up at Livesey Park. And it's actually coming up on July 21st, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., an all-day event. There's a $15 registration fee, and there's a lot of raffles, awards, there's food. Eddie and the Exciters will be playing. Fantastic throwback band. Locally very popular. All right, now we've got a float that's being pulled by Peter DeTerra. And this is the Mo Life float, headed up by Catherine Cox. Hey, comes Janice Soroy. Ah, all these people. All right, good to see you, Janice. Enjoy the day. This is my first time being a commentator on this parade, so I've surprised some of my friends who weren't expecting to see me here in front of the church doing this today. Oop. The next float is a little bit of a noisy one. It's a North Fairhaven Improvement Association float. North Fairhaven Improvement Association. That float is dedicated to the memory of Bob Cormier, who resurrected the North Fairhaven Improvement Association in January of 1993, and he remained president until 2003. Next float is the Showstoppers, very popular young entertainer group. We've got a car from Dorothy Cox's Chocolate. Of course, the U.S. Army has to be represented on a day like this. In Washington, they get tanks, but we've got a Jeep here, and this is driven by Wayne Cabral. The Fairhaven Animal Control Office is represented with a float here, and then a noisy fire engine. Okay, Harbor Master Tim Cox is coming up with one of his rescue boats in tow. He's a harbor master and shellfish warden, does a great job for the town of Fairhaven. And we've got a series of fire trucks coming up from the town. Our ladder truck, of course, followed by several of the pump trucks and the rescue vehicles. And we've got Fairhaven's antique fire truck coming up. Always a favorite in all of the parades, and a favorite on homecoming day when they give rides to the kids around town. Roger Gautreaux and his wife Lynn driving the Civil Defense Rescue Vehicle. And we've got a representative from the Sheriff's Department, Bristol County Sheriff's Department, and it's like the last vehicle is going to be one of our police officers. So that's it from the Unitarian Church. The parade's now headed down Green Street. They should be approaching Fort Phoenix right about now. Hopefully you can see them down there where they're going to do some ceremonies and fire the cannons. Okay, this is Bob Foster. It's been my pleasure bringing this to you this morning. Hope you have a great 4th of July.